back an awful lot.
Miller's checked in for the Raptors. Charlotte also making some changes. Aldridge comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Richardson. Now here's Heinrich. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Heinrich. The kick out to Aldridge. Jefferson, a screen on Miller. Gallinari passes to Jefferson. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Here's Heinrich. That one a little long. Raptors leading by 6. And it's Miller in the corner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Miller's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. It's 5 straight wide open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Hayward kicks to Jefferson. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Hill dishes to DeRozan. Perkins with a screen on Gallinari. 4 on the shot clock. And Young, and here we go, pushing their lead to double digits. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And we finished one half of basketball. The Raptors out in front, up 11. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Terrence Ross with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Every chance he got, he went into the paint, threw it down hard. I mean, zero defense being played against him.
Nada. He has had way too many uncontested runs to the hoop, but even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterizing time.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Some good numbers for Ross. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
On the court for the Hornets, Heinrich is out there with Richardson. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Hayward. And it's Aldridge in at the 4. Heinrich passes to Jefferson. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, you know, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Diaw, the screen.
Wow, what a play. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Now here is Aldridge. The shot by Heinrich, no good.
Well, there were a lot of amazing performances last season, but one that I didn't see coming was Terrence Ross notching 51 points early in 2014. That was just out of the blue.
DeRozan in the corner. Clock at 4. Right for 3. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Heinrich. Out to the right wing. Hayward kicks to Jefferson. Heinrich outside. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. And with Ross in his big point explosion, Clark, the opportunity was there for him. It was after the Rudy Gay trade, and DeRozan was out at the time.
Yeah, and it showed just why Toronto is so high on Terrence Ross. I mean, he still needs to grow a bit as a player, but anytime you can score 50 or more in an NBA game, you know you've got it.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Charlotte, no good that time either.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Pekovic. Lays it up and banks it in. Pekovic has got 4 points this quarter.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Richardson dishes to Heinrich. Here's Aldridge. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Aldridge has got 6. Toronto leading by 15. And here is Knight. 8 points for him. Ross in the corner. Pekovic with the screen for Ross. Outside DeRozan. It's deflected. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Toronto. Hill comes in for Brandon Knight. Some changes for Charlotte. Here's Exum. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Exum's got his first bucket in this one. Hill kicks to Young. Dishes to Pekovic. Whoops, they pick off the pass. To the wing on the left. Jefferson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. From deep, Gallinari. Toronto, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. On the wing, DeRozan. It's stolen by Jefferson. And Gallinari kicks to Anderson. To the wing right side. Anderson, a screen on DeRozan. Exum passes to Anderson. No good on the triple. Raptors leading by 13. Pekovic with the screen for Hill. Kicks it to Young. 6 to shoot. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently.
Outside Jefferson. That's good. Jefferson's got 8 points.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
And Young, here we go. Count that one. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Anderson kicks to Exum. To the inside. Holland. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hollins has got his second basket. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you got to deal with, but right now the Hornets heading in a good direction.
Now here's DeRozan. He has 5. Hill, no good.
Do not like the execution at all there, Kevin.
Well, it's not something that they wanted to do, Clark. I mean, it looked like they just tried to rush something up there with the shot clock winding down.
Anderson is screen on Young. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Gallinari.
And for Charlotte, as you said, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years have gone.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Perkins, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Robinson comes in for Boris Diaw. And Knight subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Hill penetrating. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seem to change their minds every year about who they were going to be. And they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid and they've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to build around. And they've got a group that can grow together.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Anderson. Hayward comes in for Gallinari. Jason Richardson is checked in for Richard Jefferson. And it's Heinrich in for Exum. Knight on the wing. Young outside. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Hornets making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. In the corner, it's Hayward. Pass to Richardson. Sinks the triple. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Guys, he's shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, Gordon Hayward unable to reach an agreement on a contract extension with the Utah Jazz last season. So instead, it played out in restricted free agency. A player with a lot of admirers around the league, and a big raise, certainly a given for him.
Raptors leading by 6. And for Hayward in a contract year, upping his rebounding and speed his passing rates, but his shooting numbers did take a dip.
I think that's the key for Hayward's future, Kevin. He's got to be very consistent from the perimeter to become an all-star. He's already such a terrific all-around player, but if he can be really solid from the perimeter and consistent, look out.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Hill with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Knight. Clock at 4. To stop the drought. No good off the front iron.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Jefferson setting the pick for Heinrich.